Hello, amazing artists. Today we're going to be painting with our watercolor paints. You will get a brush and a cup of water from me. You can always use the brush that came with your set if you would like, but I like to give you a brush that's the right size for our project that we're going to be doing. Today we're learning about the Northern Lights, and then we just saw that the Northern Lights kind of appear to dance across the sky. We're going to have our paper turned portrait style. And when we paint, we want to kind of recreate that movement that we just saw. So in order to do that, we have to use a series of wavy lines. You may even have some swirls in there, but your lines can go across or they can kind of angle down. The first line is kind of the most important because it starts you off for what your picture is going to look like. So you can pick whichever color you'd like to start. I would choose colorful colors, maybe stay away from your black and your brown. Activate your brush and use a little bit of water to get that paint going, and then decide where you want that first line to kind of dance. And you want to pretend like your brush almost moves as if it's dancing. I'm going to go over that one more time to spread that blue out and make it a little darker. You can also change the thickness if you want it to be a little thicker in areas by widening it and making that color spread out. When you're ready to go to a different color, make sure you rinse your brush out and then activate another color. We've talked a lot about color theory in art, so we kind of have an idea of what colors will look really good next to each other. This next one I'm going to do is going to go right up next to the blue color that I did, and I'm just going to drag it across, making that dance right up next to it so it creates that look of movement in my painting. And I'm going to make it a little thicker up on top and bring it down. Anytime you want your colors darker, you have to just reactivate them and go over them to spread that color out. All right, rinse that out. I'm going to do a different color. I'm going to do purple. Now let's say I want to change the movement a little bit. Maybe I want this purple to kind of spiral right up next to that blue, and I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to bring it down so it comes down a little bit further. Rinse it out. I need a little bit more purple because it's definitely darker here and lighter here. So I'm going to spread that purple out. Pick up a little bit more. And I like spirals, you guys know that. All right, how about red next? Rinse your brush out and grab your next color. So I'm gonna continue to work on this. And when I'm done, my whole paper should be filled with lines. Remember to make them thicker in areas, and they can be skinnier in other areas. So I'm making it the red dip down here and get a lot thicker. And if you want it darker or bolder, you just have to keep going over it. Maybe get a little bit of water to really activate that color, get it going, and drag. If you think back to first grade, I taught you guys to kind of hold your brush so that your tip of your brush is dancing, almost like it's dancing on ice. And it's a ballerina. So that's kind of a good thing to think about, especially if we're trying to recreate these Northern Lights. Just allow your brush to move and to fill the space of the paper. All right, I'm all set. Remember, you can always go back over colors to make them darker, but once you've got your movement created by creating those Northern Lights, Your lines are gonna just create that movement for you. And keep in mind that this is the background. We're gonna be putting something in front. So it's okay if maybe your lines kind of blend into each other. That's actually good. We want that to happen. All right, happy art making.